What's up, guys? It's Ricky Rojas here. I'm on Team Bible Study, but I'm doing a feature on my boy Caleb's channel. Shout out Caleb, shout out his channel, and shout out to Bible Study. So I got second place at the regional last weekend in Kissimmee, and then we played a tournament for this statue here. So it was like a high value tournament. We had 4 rounds of switch, which was just cut early because of time restrictions, because there was like 30 something players, and then top 8 cut top 8, and I went 7-0 in matches, and I only lost 1 game where my opponent sacked the fuck out of me. So
that's me.
That was him. Yeah. So overall I went 14-1 with the deck. Yeah, I don't know. The deck felt broken. I got like 3 turn 0 wins, so that was cool. Let's get into the list. So it's Bystial, Ishizu tier. I'm gonna be completely honest. If you've seen my other deck profile already, which a lot of you probably haven't, not much has changed, but I'll go through it really quickly. So in my opinion, the best way to win the mirror is to play more Bystials, and Lubellion gives you the added benefit of letting you play through Dweller, because whenever you draw Lubellion, it's a 1-card way to like have a pop on your field, as well as a Bystial search for next turn. So a lot of times, like, the worst ECG tier players will just end on like Dweller plus a trap, or Dweller plus like a little bit of follow-up, and this card by itself breaks their whole board almost, because you summon it, attack over the Dweller, use the trap to pop something, and then on the following turn you have Magnamute or Druid Swarm plus a trap card. You just have way too many resources, so it's just really, really powerful. Because this card doesn't activate in Graveyard, let me make that clear. So this card just summons itself. It's like a condition to summon, so it's really good against Dweller. So yeah, all these cards were phenomenal, probably the best cards in the deck. The tiers. I'm really creative. I like 12, so I just play 12. Super creative, I know. Hani was playing 2 and 2 of this, but my deck is way tighter, or sorry, way bigger. I'm playing 44 cards. If I was playing closer to 40, maybe I'd consider cutting down like 1 Rhino Heart, but it's my only normal summons are Rhino Heart and Merly. I don't play any other normal summons. I don't play Cyberstein because I think at locals, like, paying 5,000 is actually sketch as hell. So yeah. And then for the Ishizu monsters, 3, 3, 3, and then Agito. So these cards are all insane. I would 100% play 3 of all of these in any deck of this iteration that I play in the future. Kelbeck came up a bunch randomly as a hand trap today. Like, I was playing against Phantom Knights, and my opponent was playing the Adventure cards, and then he activated Fateful effect to add and pitch, and then I just went Kelbeck effect, bounced the token, and then the entire Adventure engine was dead, which is crazy. So, and the one Agito, if you're playing in a tournament that has a bunch of Ishizu tier, like a regional or a YCS, I would not play this card at all. But I expected to play against a bunch more rogue today. So the card actually performed really well, because I didn't play that many mirrors. So actually, I think I only played 1. So yeah. It was like a bunch of like Sprite and other decks. And then for the spells and traps, I played 3 of the best card in the deck for sure. One of all the mandatory spells. I think this card is mandatory. I haven't played with it more. Just like the end boards that I was ending on, like through full combo, like my normal end board, like if you draw just a Lubellion plus a Rhino Heart, or like any way to get to Lubellion plus a Bystial plus Rhino Heart, was like the trap, the spell, which this is the trap in question, Branded Beast, Branded Regains, one of the 2 tier traps, Dweller, Elf, Rule Kalos, and a Merly, and it's just literally nobody can beat that. Literally no one's beating that ever, so it's just insane. And then I played Crime and Sully. I considered cutting this card to the side, or just cutting it all together, because it felt like people weren't playing like main deck evenlies or anything, but I don't know, I chickened out and I played it, but I might cut it in the future, I'm not sure. So it's 44 cards. You can probably cut the Agito to go 43, and the Crime if you want to go 42, but yeah. And then for the extra deck, so 1 card changed from my extra deck in the regional list, which is IP, it's why it's here. I was playing Gaga at the regional. To be honest with you, I'm just like, I don't like burning people in time at locals. I just try to like play the game. And also I expected like at locals I won't play that many mirrors, so I won't go into time as much. So I played this. I think this was better than Gaga Cowboy for me today. I actually made it twice. Actually was pretty good. And then the best link 2s in the game. These are all mandatory. And honestly, I think the rest of the cards in this extra deck are like almost mandatory. Haven't played with them. All 6. You don't have room for second kick Kalos, and it just never comes up really. If you manage your resources right, it just never comes up. And then the 5 XCs, I still think these are all mandatory. I saw people at YCS not playing Wallow, which was absurd to me, because this card just like shits on rogue decks. Like, you just make a rank 6, this guy becomes 4,000. Like, literally, I was playing into a board, and like I summoned a Wallow, wallowed back his Toad, and then like Wallow plus the Toad plus a normal summon Burley was just game, which was crazy. Like, I literally just OTK'd him because he had like 12 cards in graveyard. So yeah. And then for the side deck, this is just locals dependent, so do whatever. I still played this in case somebody decided to take me time, but I tried not to go to time, and I did not, thankfully. I think I ended all my matches in like with 15 minutes left on the clock. So, I mean, I 2-0'd everybody basically. So that helped. And Severation Mystic Mine. So this is new. This is something I really wanted to play, and I saw like Gabriel Nets was playing this in the main deck, and I wanted to try it. It was really close to making my regional list, and yeah, I just felt bad not playing Mystic Mine somewhere in the list because I think it's so strong. And then you can play a Zombie World too, but there just aren't many Flutter players here, so I didn't decide to play it. But yeah, and then for going first cards, I just side both of these in going first because I just think like the utility that having the second Scream and the first Heartbeat bring are really good. Like in the mirror, a lot of times I'll just search Scream and then activate Scream, and then you'll mill a bunch of cards, and usually you'll hit the other Scream or this plus a trap to get the trap back, so that kind of helps. And yeah, I just like these cards in my deck going first, but I don't like them going second, if that makes any sense. So I just had I dusted somebody today. Scourge cool. Lightning Storm. Yar. Rogeki. Yar. Imperm. Yar. This card was like bad, but I didn't know what to play, so I just played Imperm. I kind of like, I mean, I worked like 10.5 hours today, so I didn't get my sleep. So I was thinking about running the exact same list back, but I figured I'd try something, like some changes. So I changed the Imperm and the IP. The IP was good. This card was not. I have to figure out side deck patterns. Maybe Evenly makes its way back into the deck. Maybe Super Poly if people stop playing around it. People start summoning Rule Kalos in the mirror. But yeah, I wanted like more cards from the mirror, and this card just wasn't it. So yeah. Do you have any shout outs, Caleb?
Yeah, man. Shout out to everybody here at KTG, all my friends who have been helping me with all this content. And any shout outs for you?
Yeah, like I said, just shout out Team Bible Study YGO. We have a YouTube channel. I upload all of my deck profiles there, and all the other team members' deck profiles. So go check it out. Shout out to the Wind Dragon World Matt. Shout out to Steven. That's my son. And that's it.
Awesome.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks.